Hello. Hello, hello. Hi, Clara. Hmm. I have a milkshake. My bowels are not gonna like me later, but I like me right now. Hmm. Hello, hello. You might notice I'm still using my DM, little icon thing, picture here. Uh, for the time being, I'm gonna continue running with this, because I think it provides better interaction. Um, to at least see me like talking and blinking and stuff like that. Um, we're gonna see how this works. You know, if this goes well, then I may keep using it. If not, it's not the end of the world. Um, but uh, yeah, today we're doing some more role quests. Uh, okay, there we go. That was strange. That was definitely strange. All right, let me teleport to right. We're on the 76 role quests, so we should be pretty close to being done. Because it's going to be 76, 78, 80. Like, mm. And I'll go ahead and do a full 3 hours today. Okay, computer. I would really my W key and 2 keys. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. Like until they decide to work. Defined by loss. Wait, is this the 74 quest or the 76 quest? I didn't... Wait, was I wrong? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it, as am I. Trouble is, in your absence, I've failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of Dakayo-san. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The Fangs of Orthus. The bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that the Eater took with him when he left Right. Mm. Mm. Sin Eaters are mindless fiends, driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They've no need for worldly possessions. Yet Dakayo-san broke the bracelet anyway, which can only mean that there's something unique about this particular antique, or the sinless bastard is somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the Fangs of Orthus, and I know just the man to ask, the Yomoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Dakayo-san's attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that an eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So I'm afraid you'll have to go in my stead, Mylon. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. Why do we have to go to the strip club? Why do we have to go back to the strip club? Huh? Also, it's a level 74 quest. I am smart. Why? Oh, I should minimize that. There we go. I don't want to go back to the strip club. I don't wanna. Hmm? And to what do I owe the pleasure that is your company? The Fangs of Orthus, you say? How very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know, under the assumption that should you recover it, you will see it return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased the bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Voberg, that glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true, from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan in right. Alas, she was one of several casualties of a Sin Eater attack, during which the fangs of Orthus mysteriously vanished. I have, of course, been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably, but a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mordsuk, I am told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orthus or similar relics will be well rewarded. Dude is an actual Nar. Alright. I need to go back to right. Okay. Lots of teleporting around. I have a peppermint milkshake. It is very good. So, what did our industrious patron have to say? So he thinks it was stolen, eh? Just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. If this piece of similar design is related to the Fangs of Orthus, then it might attract Kaiosign's attention, assuming it hasn't already. Let's go. Come on, there we go. Off to Mordsuk. I have finished the milkshake. Let's go. The timer has been started. My life is forfeit. Nothing but a fleeting moment. Full of delicious peppermint milkshake. Alright. Fine weather we're having today in Mordsuk, isn't it? It's nice and clear according to that compass up there, I think. I can't tell. No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folk. We'll find no shortage of Vobertite trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is the challenge. I say divide and conquer, as before. Okie day. Y'all are gonna have to bear with me, because I am actively eating as I'm doing this. Which is probably not the greatest idea I've ever had, but it is an idea that I have had, and I am currently doing it anyway. We live like this. We live like this. Come on, come on, come on. Do the thing. Do the thing. There it goes. Come on, do the thing. Or not. Okay. Yes, do you have business with me, traveler? I'm looking for a ring. Oh, the Vobertite choker. Oh, it's a choker. Is that what all this fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realized how valuable it was, though, he insisted on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try to find him at the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not far. Why do I feel like she's not telling the truth? Well met, how may I be of service to you? I don't remember my friggin' kobold voices. Oh, a choker that once belonged to Vobertite royalty, you say? If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. In all my years here, I've never even heard of someone unearthing such a thing. I don't know why we talked to the second guy. I talked to the correct one the first time, but alright, cool, I guess. Neum. Hey, buddy. I have a lead. What news, friend? Ow! I popped my jaw. Ha! To think it was that easy. You've the luck of the Fae. But we need to hurry. If my theory is correct, then so long as that scavenger has the choker, he's a target for Takayo-san. Nyum. I have cutscene skipping off, right? Yeah, okay, cool. You're a mess? No, I'm Mylon. Alright. I am searching. Also, bruh, what's bruh? Where's the box? I talked about it earlier. I'm running with my Dungeon Master picture for today. Number one, because I was too lazy to change it before stream, and number two, I feel like seeing the little talking animation and stuff is better, more interactive, than the static box. So I'm just using this right now. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and I'll change back. But I think today I'm just gonna be using this. Mercy! Mercy! Oh, hey. Take whatever you want, but please don't kill me. I have a family. Please, I beg you, Please. I will put you out of your misery. Stand still. There we go. That is a Silgar. Unfortunately, I'm not going to let Silgar in quite yet, because I still have food on the desk. Shame you missed the fun. This one bit off more than he could chew. How do you get the horses in game? In 14? Most horses come from doing the extreme versions of the Realm Reborn trials. There's a few that come from a couple of other places, but that's where most of them come from. Probably because it was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence itself. You can see it in their eyes. Like when Takaya-san... Don't tell me. You saw him. Wicked, why? And he took the choker too. Damn it all. He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. It's just like right. I was too late to save him, just like I was too late to save her. But not again. Never again. I'll hunt you to the ends of the world, Takayo-san. Vengeance will be mine! Right, yes. Neither the time nor the place. More eaters could be about. You are a drama queen, my good dude. It's just... every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. I know! But I don't want you eating my bag! Alright, fine. Fine, I'll come let you in. You're gonna come inside or no? That was... If he was looking for the opportune moment, that was it. He just kind of sat there and looked at me. It was like, nah. I just take offense at doors being closed. And now he's meowing again. Classic. We may have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is that we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't, and the wife doesn't yet know she's become a widow. Sod it. I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me to find the right words. Not that there ever are any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about our next step. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, Mylon. We'll speak again soon. Yes, we will. The princess and her knight. Hey there, sinner. I broke the bad news to the widow of that scavenger while you were away. She took it about as well as you'd expect. After she cried herself hoarse, I started asking her about the choker and where her husband had got it. Seems he and his mates took a trip to Ilmeg a year or so back, hoping to cart off all the Volbertite treasures they could carry from an untouched ruin they'd learned about. Of course, in their greed, they neglected to account for the Fey folk, who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who survived didn't come away empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find, 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the fangs of Orthus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a Ulmoran. Either that merchant you met at the Beehive, or an agent of his, I'd wager. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which the Chaos Sign attacks Wright, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mortsuk keeps the choker, the eyes of Orthus, locked away for safekeeping, and when he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to the here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Takara Sign's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed the third one, the claws of Orthus, then I say we should get our hands on it first, and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end, we'll have to venture into the Fairy Kingdom ourselves. Those scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and we're not likely to be treated any better. I've actually gone to Ilmeg before. Have you now? And the little devils let you go. I can only assume they've taken a liking to you. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask after this Volbertite ring. Neom. What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack. Though that might be preferable to the Fae, frankly. I'm good. I'm fine. But I'm good. PSA. Don't breathe fries. I'm good. I'm fine. Still, we're going to have to deal with them eventually if we're going to find this ring. After all, the Numo were part of Vobertite society, and without their help, I'm not sure where to even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you can guide us to. Well, there's plenty. Plenty, eh? Very well. Lead on, sinner. Chair goes squeaky. Actually, wait a minute. I can just... No. So much faster. Listen, I know that's unnecessarily spending gil, but let me be lazy. I have 3.3 million gil. 2.3 million gil. And it's 100. Something about your demeanor bespeaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? A ring that belonged to the royal family of Wilbert, and it was called the Claws of Orthus. But Wilbert is long gone, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? I mean, you're right. He do have a point, though. Oh, hello there. You have questions for... General Kenobi. You have questions for me? The Claws of Orthus. It is a ring, you say? The name I have heard before, but I know nothing save that. Oh! Excuse me. Sulaul sold for the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they are, but surely they will have knowledge of this treasure you seek. It's a shame, because none of these cutscenes are going to be voiced. Had yourself a conversation at 3. Learn anything interesting? I'm good! So this Sulaul is the one we ought to speak with, eh? A former servant of the royal family. Which would mean they've lived well over a century. Bugger me. Person! I do not know you, yet you seem to know me. Oh! Excuse me for a moment, I am having a headache. The fifth was discovered yesterday. A young girl, not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain a powerful magic had been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now, but you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honor as court mage, I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs, without hesitation. But these are our kith and kin. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse their transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless others at risk. As a knight of Vobra, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what must needs be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into this castle. Death is already here! Surely you must see that! I will not let it be whispered that Princess Saldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Vobertite's soul, mine most of all, and that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have a responsibility to your subjects. So I am to gamble with their lives instead? Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high. Yes, exactly. You are their princess. You are Brandon, yes? The new recruit? A rather promising one from what the captain has told me. You will attend me personally. My lady? You heard me. I will not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. Lady Saldia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. I trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come, come. Now? Lady Saldia! Lady Saldia! Ever the stubborn child. I wish you the best of luck, Brandon. You will need it and more. Oh, what was in those brownies? Hey, are you alright? I'm fine. The way you were holding your head as if racked by a terrible pain. What happened to you just now? I had a headache. It makes me see things. Lady Saldia? You saw her with your mind's eye? Then it is as I suspected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean he's like Brandon? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? I see. And for this hunt of yours, you have come to Ilmeg in search of the claws of Orthus. I am afraid this is no simple matter. First, I would know that you are capable of facing the eater you seek. There is a spot in a river not far from here in which I used to bathe, until a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. You got it. They are dead. As for you, I have questions. I love the little wiggle. The little wiggle is great. Ah! Man, it is always during stream that I get texted. Like, it is without fail. Always during a stream. Oh, Clara redeemed the first. Nice. Oh, hi. Okay, they're dead. I hope you asked all your questions, because I was only gone for like less than a minute. Okay, they're dead. The beasts are no more, then. Good, good. I hadn't the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts, but old friends who had survived the flood. Victims of the curse you heard us speak of in your vision. So this curse transforms people into monsters, like how sin-eaters can spawn more of their own kind. I will speak no more of this or other matters until after you have completed the task I set before you. This is not negotiable, grandson. Mylan accepted my terms, and so must you. So secretive, the both of you. Can't we all just speak plain? Your comrade refuses to acknowledge his situation. This may take time, but I am patient. Indeed, I have dealt with many a stubborn child in my life. The burn! You didn't have to do him dirty like that. He's just a drama queen. Oh my word! Shots fired! Wait, does he say anything? I have to know. You returned, they made me go and gather a bunch of strange mushrooms, so hopefully we can finally get some answers. Okay, that's funny. The hardened heart. Exemplary timing, Mylan. 'Twas not more than a moment ago that grandson returned, having at last obliged my humble request. Humble request, my arse. This one's no better than a Yulmoran aristocrat, so accustomed to making others do their bidding. I tell you, there's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Ere you continue and give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunt, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine. Mylan said he saw a vision of you and Brandon looking thick as thieves. You were friends, eh? Know what he's up to now? Brandon is dead. He died a century ago, together with his comrades, in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. Dikaio-san, aye. But unlike most eaters, he's been doing more than roam about aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down royal treasures of old Volbert. And he's been killing anyone who got in his way. Is he now? Huh, what irony. Even in death, he remains a slave to duty. A knight brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my beloved right before my very eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I'll take my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly, you have suffered a terrible loss. But while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately misguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, Dikaio-san is no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the sea that claims the ship, the disease that steals the child, the tremor that topples the home, the mindless force of nature that begets destruction, driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him! You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm. I could barely wield a sword. And now I've got to kill one of the bloody cardinal virtues. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicated to plotting his death. It has to be. It has to be. So just tell us where the God's damned ring is and we'll be on our way. This is how it has to be, Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You'd ask too much, demand far, far too much, and in exchange for what? This I cannot abide. Are you trying to barter with me? You little shite, tell me what I want to know or I'll beat it out of you. Back off, Mylon. I won't let anyone or anything stand between me and Melinda's murderer. Brandon was a dear friend. To know that an eater disgraces his flesh and his memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I should like to share with you a story, if you would be so kind as to join me in Leagia. This had better have a point. Man, Dark Knights are edgy. Oh wait, it's over here. Oh, hey, look, an instanced fight. I wonder what that is. Okay, instanced fight. They don't have a shield to block all the edge. Yeah, exactly. Hey, look, it's Alphino's theme. Why is Alphino's theme playing, you may ask? That's a good flipping question. 'Tis beautiful even now, a palace of forgotten dreams. But before it was Liagia. In the time of Vobert, it was But before it was Liagia, in the time of Vobert, it was Grunislicht. The memory of mine in which you walked was of a troublesome time, when the people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool. Brandon, then a young knight who had only just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Saldia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced, and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside these walls on one of her investigations. For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter he quit Vobert. I thought I would never see him again. But then one day he returned, one of several wandering adventurers led by a man named Arbert, who had accepted our invitation to look into the mysterious transformations, which had continued unabated in Brandon's absence. Lady Saldia was overjoyed, and for a time it was like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer. And then came the day when we learned the truth. When we learned that the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage, Todrick. Oh! Hold up! I need to take this call. It's him, Brandon. I'm sorry. So am I. Come, let's have done with it. It was you, Todrick, do not deny it! Tormenting our people, twisting and transforming them into monsters. And for what? Brandon, Brandon, Brandon. And after I took such pains to be rid of you. You may strip me of my titles, but not of my oaths. I shall serve Lady Saltia till my dying breath. As you like. Once I have killed you and your friends, there will be no one left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hear me, my children. The hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice, for in noble sacrifice shall you find everlasting glory. Lord Todrick, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. I was going to make it quick, for old time's sake, but now I think I ought to take my time. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Relive Brandon and Ardbert's battle against Taldric. In the coming fight, you'll fight as Brandon. Alright, I have my Swashbuckler combo. I have my Greatest Eclipse combo. I have Fight or Flight, Chivalrous Spirit, and Interject. Okay. Okay. Hiya! Again, I'm not going to read dialogue during combat. Just because I am trying to kill other things. Noom. I'm bringing them in. That's an LB circle. Who's casting it? Nilbert. There we go. While I still have so many lives at my disposal, I think not. Okay. I got this one. Ah! Ow. Yo, Lamet, can I get a heal? Thank you. Nah. Haha. I know how tanking works. Stack with me now, Bert. Alpine. And separate. I should heal. Hold the phone. Yeah, I got these. They're all casting long things. I didn't mean to actually hit that. Ah! New. I know how to tank, Ardbert. I know what I'm doing. I love the dual LB, though. You could never do this in an actual freaking duty. I got this. Arbert, you grab your thing. Ow. I don't have a... I went to go use my ranged attack on my actual paladin. Sanctified Quake, I think that is. Oh! Yo, Lamet! Yo, Lamet! Yo, sweetheart! Girly, can I get a cure? Pretty frickin' please! It's fine. She's DPSing. I understand. I don't know if we beat this. I don't know if we beat this. Oh, wait, no, we got this. We got this. No, we got this. One of them popped their burst. And we got this. I was like, oh, I hope a burst is coming up, because we don't got this. Meddlesome wretch! This kingdom is by rights mine! Brandon, what is the meaning of this? Todrick, you... But why, after serving us faithfully for so many years? I am no servant. No servant! Not of your mother, or father, or you! My lady! God damn you! Lady Saldia, speak to me! Brandon, my dear brave Brandon, am I your princess still? Would you honor your vows even now? Now and ever after, my lady, my sword is yours to command. That is well. Would that I had the strength to wield it myself. Steel your heart, brave Brandon, and for the good of Wilbert and her people. No, 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 I cannot! I will not! Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess. Oh, to your friend, who never doubted you, who knew that you would return and seek justice. Justice. No, it should be me. Brandon, my sword, now and ever after. We've rounded up the rest of Todrick's co-conspirators and tossed them into the jail. The ones who hadn't been corrupted by his magics, that is. I'll not hesitate again. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. I feel for the guy. I really do. Really? Right in front of my chicken sandwich. Well, you saw what happened. More like I lived it. I'm gonna eat my sandwich. We're gonna read dialogue boxes between lines. Wicked white. She begged him to do it, like Melinda. Come, let us quit this place and return to Pliny. We knew. And while we knew, sandwich. I should probably also pop my stance again, but it's fine. I was mid-bite, okay. Do you know why I entered into the royal family service many long years ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Saldia who came to my rescue. She saved me, and that is a debt that can never be repaid, for there is naught in this world which holds greater value than life itself. Not even her death absolves me of it, and so I must always first consider her wishes, her desires. What she would want from me and her kingdom. For Brandon, and yes, even for you, grandson. There you are, Stream Elements. You good, bro? Oh. The Shadowbringers theme. Why you gotta do things to me? For me? To define oneself in opposition to the other? As Smilon is trying to deal with tomato juice falling out of his chimkin sandwich? And other bereft of complexity and nuance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities, of villain. Indeed, there is comfort and certainty in hatred, but it is a false and fleeting comfort. But with lies we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, what we must do. And never you mind the cost. If anything, the more we offer up and sacrifice, the better. Do you not see? Brandon was right to hesitate, to doubt. The unwavering blade cares not whom it serves, nor who it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you do as well. Leave us for now, Mylon. Final roll quest! Give me 1 minute. I want to finish my sandwich. Because I'm almost done. Don't worry, I'm not gonna breathe chimkin sandwich. That is not on my plan. I didn't say anything about root beer, though. Oh my goodness. You were saying... I'm fine. I am fine. Mm. 1 minute. Okay. Food has been consumed. You have loved and lost. Grandson, I have given you ample time to consider the path that has brought you here, and where it invariably leads all who walk it. I didn't know what to do after I lost Melinda, how to mourn her or how to live. I felt that if I put it all on Takayo-san, put my everything into the hunt, that at least I wouldn't have to think about myself or what comes next. I wanted to hollow myself out and fill up that hole with hate. Forget who I was. An irony of ironies, that's just what the poor bastard tried to do to himself a century ago too, isn't it? Hard men making hard choices. What rot. Hold on. I'm gonna say hold on to Melinda and the memories you shared. Let that love guide you. You're right. I don't need the hate. Never did. I'll finish it for Melinda. And for Brandon. And then, I'll move on. Check Discord. I am streaming right now, but okay. Neum. Oh. Oh, okay. In general, I assume, but yeah. Alright. Move on, you say? I can't live off hate. Shouldn't have made it this far, frankly. And the more I try to reach for it, the more I find sorrow, pity. Oh, Snowy pinged me. Alright. Okay. Curse not fate, but mourn her victims. Remember the dead as they lived. Aye, something like that. Reckon Mylon would agree. And Melinda, if she were here, would probably slap me a dozen times and call me a bloody fool for acting the way I have. Or maybe you've been thinking about doing that in her stead, eh? Nod. Apologies for treating you with such disrespect before Solul. I'd like to claim I finally understand what you've been trying to tell me all this time, but I'm still getting my head around it. Recognizing your faults is the first and most important step. I will tell you what I know of the Claws of Orthus. The ring, together with the bracelet and choker, were the three relics passed down through the royal family over generations, signifying the owner's right to rule. Princess Saldia was the last of her line, and after her death they were stored in a sanctuary for safekeeping. However, a year ago, a band of thieves learned of its existence. The ones who stole the fangs and eyes of Orthus. Yes, the relics were concealed with magical wards. I can only presume that once they were spirited away, Dikaiosign was then able to sense their presence. Even in death, a slave to duty, you said. You think he pursued the thieves out of an instinctive loyalty to his princess? That I do. After all, he was content to leave them be so long as they remained hidden. Only two of the three were taken, then the third is still... Claim the claws of Orthus, and he will surely comfort you, yes. These Fae names, man. Tim Gaius is where you must go. Once you arrive at the place I marked on your map, cast this powder into the air. The glamour will fade, and you will see the chest with the ring. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Solul. I promise we will bring your friend peace. With me, sinner. The Pair of Dark Knights. And may you find peace as well, child. Just in case you forgot, Solul is, like, you know, well over 100 years old. The fact that he's calling grandson a child. Just kind of funny to me. Alright. Keyboard, I really need you to work for the bit that's coming up. I really would like you to work. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Oh, there's a vista up here. Sweet. All right. Yeah, keyboard, I would really like you to work at this point. I'm holding down W and 2. What the heck? Whatever. Alright. Let's do this. Wah! You toss the powder into the air, and as it slowly settles to the earth as twinkling motes of light, a coffer begins to take shape. This must be the claws of Orthus. All that's left is to decide. All that's left is to decide when and where we want to confront the Eater. No, he's just gonna show up right now. Or we could deal with it here and now. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Hey there, old man. I don't know you and you don't know me, but I know your story. I know this isn't you. And I know that if Lady Saldia was here, she'd say the same thing. It'll all be over soon, I promise you. Game time. The Cardinal Virtue fights are fun. Brand of Sin. Aww. Ow. This is surprisingly complicated. Seraph Blade. I'm gonna assume get behind him. Oh! Ow. I missed that tower. Oh, I didn't mean to. My keyboard isn't working? Is this Seraph Blade? Yeah. Oh, he's... okay. Sanctified Holy. Brand of Sin. Ow. I'm stacking, don't you worry. I can't toss heals onto him. I have the guy's aggro, he's just... there we go. Really? That didn't break my TBN? There we go. Finishing a rag while watching me? Awesome. My freaking keyboard was bugging out in the fight. That was not good. I got hit by more mechanics than I should, but it's okay, we lived. Tank privilege, go burr. Ha. Ha. Damn eater. Let him go! He's not your bloody puppet! Finally. You watching, Melinda? Now and ever after, my Lady Saldia, my sword is yours to command. Brandon, he's still in there. I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Wait, is he trapped in the memory still? You're wrong, Brandon! That's not what she would want! Let go of your anger! Let go of her! But that would make me lesser in your eyes, wouldn't it? To shoulder a burden that need not be mine. No, I will not forsake compassion and love. I will not dishonor your memory. Oh, my Lady Saldia. He's gone. And with that, the three treasures of the royal family are reunited. Now, you've just got to find a place to stick them so that no scavenger ever stumbles upon them again. Least we can do for the princess and her knight, am I right? Maybe Solo will have some ideas. Let's head back to Pliny. We beat him! Come on, there you go. Nope, there you go. Nope, you were successful for a second. There you go. There you go. Get it out of your system. There you go. There you go. I'm literally just holding W and 2 simultaneously. And both mouse buttons so that he automatically runs, because otherwise he'd be doing this thing. So I kind of have to hold both mouse buttons and do this. Or if I am doing the holding the 2 buttons, then I need to hold both mouse buttons. Man, I need a new computer. This one is just... It's getting up there in years. It's getting up there. It's a good computer, but it's getting up there. It is definitely aged. I think I bought it brand new like 6 years ago. Baldur's Gate 3 got Game of the Year. That doesn't surprise me in the least. That doesn't surprise me in the least. Is it done? Brandon has been laid to rest. You saw us when we arrived. Do you really have to ask? No, I suppose not. Oh, my dear friend. I pray you have found peace. And what of you, grandson? Has the turmoil in your heart subsided at last? I suppose so. Though, to be honest, it felt like I made my peace with him before we even fought. Because you finally saw him for what he was, and accepted that truth into your heart. The battle was but an afterthought. Ha! Easy for you to say. You didn't have to cross blades with the bloke. By the way, I've brought you some gifts. The 3 royal relics of Vobert. Then Brandon was safeguarding both the bracelet and the choker. And now it's your turn to look after the whole lot. That's what Lady Saldia and her knight would have wanted, I reckon. Yes, of course. That their souls may sleep soundly forever, we shall enshrine these relics for all eternity. Now that that's settled, I suppose we should be on our way. There's a detour I'll have to take, but afterwards I'd like to speak with you back at the usual spot in the Crystarium. Be well, Solowul. I think that one has a bright life ahead of him. Few can find the strength to overcome such a terrible tragedy, but he did. As have you on no few occasions, I am sure. It has been a pleasure, Mylon. Do visit me should you ever yearn to hear an old fool prattle on and on. This should wrap up the tank roll quests. Bow, 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 bow. Guys, I think I'm clicking on an invalid target. What do you think? This stuttering. Alright. Well met, Sinner. Glad to see you made it back safe and sound. Having returned to where it all began, I can't help but think back to when I first came here, thinking only of Dikaio-san and my revenge. I was so wrapped up in my own personal affairs that I didn't realize I was only pushing others away. Leinard was the only one who saw through the facade. He's a perceptive one. I took one look at me, and when I got back and broke into a smile. But enough about him. I have yet to thank you properly, Mylon. I owe you so much for sticking with me to the end. So what's next for you, Sinner? Good question. Can't say I feel at home here, or in Wright, or anywhere else, so I might spend some time on the road. I may not be as skilled a fighter as you, but I reckon I'm better than most, and there's always someone in need of a reliable sword hand. Melinda would want me to use my talents for a noble purpose, and helping folks in need fits the bill. Hells, isn't that what Brandon and his comrades wound up doing in the end? So, let's not call it a goodbye. Let's just say, until the next hunt. Wheresoever you go, may you find shade, Sinner. Huh? Unable... What? Huh? What do you mean for my current location? There he goes. Alright, 1 second. Back to Shadowbringers Part 2. If you recall, we left off, we beat Malik as well. I know that. We killed the Light Warden.
No, it wasn't Malik as well. It was the Katana Rabble. Whoopsie doodle. It's fine. Listen, I get those two dungeons confused all the time. We freed the Rectica Greatwood, yeah. And then we returned. I'm trying to remember what we did at the Crystarium when we returned, but whatever. Though the Warriors of Darkness have succeeded in restoring the night to the Rectica Greatwood, much of Norram yet remains shrouded in primordial light, its denizens at the mercy of the abominations known as Sin Eaters. Burdened by the unsettling truths revealed to them by the Asian Emmet Selk, the heroes forge on along their chosen path, the path of villainy. So Calusia, Amarang are both still covered in light, but I think that's it. I don't know. Shabang. There we go. Oh, right! And then we woke up and there was fighting. We heard fighting. Yeah, we went to rest and then we were woken up by the sounds of combat. I remember now. I was like, why is there danger music? Okay, hold on. Let me... You need to get this out of your system. I know. Come on. Get it out of your system. Get it out of your system. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. I swear I'm just holding W and 2. That is all I am doing. And periodically spinning my mouse. I love the stuttering walk animation. It's my favorite thing. Okay. Okay. Should be more or less okay. When it rains. Ah, I suspected that you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. No, let me come help fight. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The XIV tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. Noom. Okay, but before we get into inevitable cutscene, I know we just picked up right at the cliffhanger. But 1 second, okay? I need to go use the restroom. The milkshake is catching up with me. It is great now. I will be back in a minute. I have no regrets. The milkshake was good. Alright, let's go. I have 0 records. Please be voiced. This is probably voiced, but I'm hoping. Alright, I'm hoping. Okay, I did remember to unmute. Okay, good. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Mylon! Oh, hi, Alice. It's been a bit. I've only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by Sin Eaters? Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. Oh, well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. 16 has a DLC. That doesn't surprise me. They were talking about it. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands will be better than 1. Very well. I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Ethereite Plaza. Wanna fight Omega? Oh gosh. The DLC is Omega? Oh jeez. I don't know how interested I am in the 16 DLC. I had a ton of fun with the game, but I don't know how crazy I am to return to it, especially since I have other games on my list that I'd like to stream, you know? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I go this way. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. I was right. Oh, I specifically have to activate the first anchor, which is this one. Okay. I'm turning the thingy on. Despite having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. Let's go. That's kind of funny, though. Neum. There we go. Oh, there's a chance this is voiced. This is voiced.
Sin Eaters sighted! They're coming!
Well, the wall is holding firm.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Can we get out with the shield up? Oh, instanced fight. Okay, sure. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Noom. That is definitely a lot of Sin Eaters. What lovely weather! Just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste! Crystarian forces are engaging the Sin Eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. Leviathan in 16? That doesn't surprise me either. That was talked about a lot. In fact, Leviathan was almost downright confirmed by Squeenix a while back. It was like all but confirmed. You hear shouting.
Let's give it our all.
There you go, buddy. Ooh, he was low. Who else do we need to kill? You have a while to decide. Spring 24 when DLC launches? Okay.
Leave the
we
healing to
go.
me.
There we go. Oh, hi. Ishola and Oriange. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Forgiving all hurt.
I shall protect you.
I mean, I was more or less fine, but
You will rue the day you crossed my path.
sure, buddy.
It was nothing.
Okay. She just limit broke. Is lost in the flood, the bright angels bathing their wages of blood, and this the world's empty, we cast up to love. Oh, Thancred and Memphilia. Hey, yo, I got carded. I can't sprint. Uh-oh. I'll follow the eater, you press onto the imperative? Okay. We're not gonna help in any of these fights? Okay. These eaters are too organized, they cannot merely be acting on instinct. You're not wrong. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide! Me and my big glowing sword. There we go.
On your feet.
Oh, that's a lot. Who's the lava fell? That's a noise. I am doing what I can. Uh-oh. I definitely was in that.
I will not be outdone.
I'm in that, right?
Fury in practice.
Cool. I'm gonna save my burst for the boss. Hello.
If naught else will suffice, my strength is yours.
May the 12 guide you.
I'm trying to kill the ads as well.
Let's give them a show. With heart and steel.
There we go. Nicely done, Alice. Oh. Okay. It's dead. I was kind of expecting it to take a little longer, but that's okay. I did get my item level synced, so I was kind of at the maximum amount of power. Go Minfilia!
There are so many. Ah, God damn it! Leader! Yeah!
Well, that's a move. Ninja doesn't get that. I want that.
They turned on me.
This one is mine!
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
God damn it!
Please let this work. Please let this work. No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back.
to deserve this mercy?
I forgot about this. Oh, man. Oh, that's a moment. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's... I could not imagine being in Ardbert's position. This would be actual mental torture.
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Hi.
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
It seems we've driven them back. For the time being, at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am. But if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. There's a dying guard here. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. The constant texting during stream is makes me... Yeah. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. This is a really heavy moment. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me, I beg you. I love the Shadowbringers theme, man. Don't touch me! I killed her. I killed her! She was one of them, I know, but I... This is probably voiced.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
No, I'm fine. How are you feeling?
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
Okay, no. You're not going anywhere.
I am fine.
If I have learned anything from, you know, my experiences with women, when they say they're fine, they actually mean they're very much not fine.
Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most.
Oh. Oh, man. I knew this was coming and Ah! Why do we play this game of emotions? Ah! I knew this was... This is actually one of the parts that I remember the most out of Shadowbringers, which is weird. A lot of people remember some of the later bits that we haven't gotten to yet, or the moment with the paintings in the cave that Emmett Selk talked about. But I remember this particular moment, arc, whatever, very, very well, because it hits really hard, and oh man.
We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium. The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance.
The audacity.
The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering, a paradise where man and Caesar might live in peace and harmony. Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity.
The audacity of this man.
But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. It is only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Ah! Okay. I had to check really quick. I'm getting like a bajillion and a half text messages. So I was like, I have to check what's going on here. But no, it's just... There's nothing much. When do we run a claymore through his gut again? Soon, man. It cannot get here fast enough. Valthry's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came by all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. But rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Menphilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if you were in Spagyrix still. Please, give them my thanks. Back to the Crystarium we go. Man, I was not ready for this game of emotions tonight. There's another Dark Knight here. You're here for me. I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine. Really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. Wow, I can't read. I'm more worried about Menphilia. He's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium. God, man, my eyes are in need of checking, apparently. Ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but just talk to her, will you? I got it, don't you worry, buddy. He's in no position to deal with teenage drama. This is fine. You can't tell me that's not what Menphilia is. She is a whole bag of teenage drama sometimes. I probably should have taken the Aether Shard, but whatever. Menphilia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. I have to poke her! Poke. Beep! Oh, Mylon, what are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless. And now, it's my fault. Then you'll be wanting to get those herbs for the healers. Oh, what have I done? I promised I'd be right back, and yet here I am. I know that I need to be better. I'm only allowed to be a part of this because I'm Menphilia, and I need to be more like her. All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesamil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamil. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Rag is done, nice. Verdant herb. Verdant herb. Is this what I need? This plant has no scent whatsoever. It is unlikely to be the herb asked for. This plant has rigid leaves and smells of fruit. It is unlikely to be the herb Chessmeal asked for. Okay. This plant has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. What is a medicinal smell? I have to know. What is a medicinal smell? This plant has soft leaves and it smells strongly medicinal. Wow, I can't talk today. Spam. Minfilia told me that you would be bringing the rest. Yep, I got it right here. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win. I promise you that. I don't remember my voice for Chessmeal, but whatever. It's fine. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagarix in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. Speaking of which, where is the man? You know the Exarch. We do? Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something. For me. My dearest friend, you see. He was there on the battlefield with me. But only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true, if our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end. Just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell him. You have my word. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alpha now. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amuro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? New. I was not ready for this game of emotions tonight, but this is okay. Minfilia needs head pats. Minfilia does need head pats. Yes, enter the Oscular. Ah! Okay, we're good. Man, it is blasting this Shadowbringers theme. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. Actually, I have a message for you. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. We have some time before the others arrive if you'd like to talk. And if I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know. No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. Do I have water? I should. I filled it up this morning. I do. Okay. There is no way this is not voiced. There is zero way.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, VOD may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthry.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser sin-eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a sin-eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul.
Rude. You're not wrong.
To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
Emmett Selk actually... He actually worked that really well. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. The rain is accurate, man. Why do we have to play this game of emotions? Oh, okay. I thought she was out of the Crystarium. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. And you're sure you want to do this? Completely sure. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Yomoran airship coming into land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning, we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Nabatha-Rang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. Two routes, whatever. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mordsuk. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Naboth Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Yomorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Yomorans' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance at reaching Nabatha-Rang unopposed, and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route, and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few Amaro for our own journey. I'll leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Three, two, one, break. I doubt we'll finish base Shadowbringers before the new year, but we may. We may. There is a possibility of it happening. There you are. And the gate leading to Armor Ring is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? No. Off so soon, Master Moro. You've barely had time to recover from the battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the Hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. The objective is seek out a talkative local. That's funny. You sell? No. No, you are no merchant. But then, why do I know your face? Oh, I remember! You spent Faubert gold! Such a coin purse cracking! You are already a legend among moored traders. You're a traveling merchant, then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course! Anything for valued customers! This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now, none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatha Rang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabatha Rang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. I wasn't aware I had a reputation, but that's fine. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way, once. A gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left, and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. There's... anyone in here? Aha! Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. You take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. I love the detail of me stuffing the piece of paper into my bag unceremoniously. That is kind of funny to me. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Yulmorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gongon's words. They could have just copy-pasted the same message for each of those, but they didn't, and I like that. Ah, Mylon. I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabatharang. The Yulmoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of Yulmorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alice's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? Sort of. So these are our options. Well, what do you think? Gate aside, the trolley seems the most feasible. Just, you know, it's the only one that is the least likely to kill us. It does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zun can offer some insight. Okay, I'll go talk to him. The trolley problem! Oh, valued customers! Were the other more of help? A little bit. I have some more questions, though. Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Nabatharang, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when first we asked? Yes. The gate, you see, it is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. You're heading to bed? Okay, good night, Clara. Thank you for dropping by. Personally, for me, will do. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biren Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biren, then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. New. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need follow it until we come to the mines. Here's the track. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Urianje's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Okay. I am doing a look-see. Anything up here? Oh. Thingy. Ow. There's another player. Eh. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. Okay, well, there's another thing in this area, but... The cup is slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long if the color is any indication, remains within. Well, that's... interesting. That's at least evidence of people. Where's this last thing that I never found? Oh, here we go. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Mylon, what hast thou discerned? I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source, nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Mylon, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go, then. Interesting. And nothing gets by him, apparently. I love how nobody questioned me going off on my own to deal with whatever this is, and then the three of them take on the other one in the south. That's just funny to me. Oh, hey, dude. Hey, what's up? Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. Really, bro? Really? You want to do this? I love how his little text box said, "What are you?" Small lag spike, but that's okay. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands to come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we need to steal, what, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaf, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto the world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather large concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Of course you would, Oriange. Of course you would. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatharain. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that! We're always keen to discuss the trolley! We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, he does the repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days. But that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make art soar, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials, or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him, if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine, then. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. Oh, I kinda messed him up. You think he'll be alright? Well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Alright. Looks like it'll just be you lot and me, then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I love the music in Amarang. I really do. Damn, smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I've pointed your over-eager companions in the right direction, and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route that I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Noom. Wait a moment. I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, alright. Run! Huh. I already thought he could mess with me. Oh my, Thaf! Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine, though, so we should make it without further incident. Car. This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now, there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go. Or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. We'll be ending soon. We just hit the 3-hour mark, and I'm wanting to end this little quest. I guess, I don't know. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. Noom. Is this voiced? It might be. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Wicked White, if you're going to bother me, at least have the damned courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatharang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There is nothing in Nabatharang. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach Nabatharang. I must. Bah, so you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabatharang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No. I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. And he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. You know, that's probably a really good place to end it for today. We're probably not going to have a better stopping point than right there. So, I think we are going to end it there. And it's going to be great. Thank you everyone for coming along. Let me go open up my browser and see about finding someone to raid. One moment while I am looking. But while I am looking, thank you everybody for coming along. I really do appreciate it. Oh, I actually don't have anyone. Okay. It's fine. We can just end off on an end card. It's fine. But anywho, thank you everybody for coming along. I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow should be a stream over on Bappo's channel. Should be, maybe, if he's feeling up to it. I hope. But anywho, I don't yet know what we're gonna be doing. Hopefully it's Baldur's Gate. It might be something else. We'll see. We'll see. But anywho. Thank you guys so much for coming along. I really do appreciate. And you can definitely expect some more Final Fantasy XIV on Monday. So yeah, that should be lots of fun. I know I talked about day streams, like daytime streams. That might not be a thing as soon as I was hoping. I ran into a work opportunity. I'll just say that. I ran into a work opportunity. And, I'll make a Twitter post about this later, for everyone who wasn't here. But essentially, I may have the opportunity to get to work during the day, normally, and, make money from that. Hi, Silgar! Do you want to come say bye to stream? You want to come say bye to stream? Come say bye to stream. Wait, hold on. Silgar is going to come say bye to stream. Coming. Alright, Silgar. Hello. Do you have any parting words for stream? Do you have any parting words, any words of wisdom for stream? Any nuggets of truth No? You're just gonna stay in here and sniff at my drink? Okay, cool. Anyhow, thank you everybody for coming along. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna toss us onto the end card. Thank you everybody, and I hope you all have a very good night. Bye-bye!